Right, welcome back to another guitar lesson. Today I thought we'd have a look at Easily by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Starts with that simple A minor chord. So what we're doing there, if you put your second finger on the second fret of the D string, first finger on the second fret of the G string, first finger first fret B string, and open high E, open A as well. And what you're doing here, you're bending up that G string on the second fret. Okay. And then when you sort of come off, and then you go to this D minor. Okay, so D minor, what you're doing there, open D string, second finger on the second fret of the G string, first finger on the third fret of the B, first finger on the first fret of the high E. And what you're doing is you sort of hammer on and off here on that G string. So. Okay, that kind of thing. And then you play an F. So you're doing the first finger on the first fret of the B string, second finger on the second fret of the G string, first finger on the third fret of the A string, and pinky on the third fret of the D string. So I'll sort of plan it like that. Like that, okay? That kind of thing. And then what we do is we move back to sort of to get back to the A, keep your first finger in place and just use your second finger on the second fret of the D string. So that kind of thing, if that makes sense. Strings open round it. Then we get into the verse, which is the same as the intro. Verse is the same kind of thing. So that sort of works as the intro and the verse. That's sort of the intro and the verse to Easily, and next we move into the chorus. So the chorus to this song, you put your first finger across the B and high E strings on the 8th fret, second finger on the 9th fret on the G string, third finger on the 10th fret of the D string, thumb hooked round on this low E string here on the 8th fret. So that works as your bass note. And you're basically just moving this shape. Okay, so you're going, if you're letting your first finger here be our guide, you're going from the 8th fret to the third to the first, okay? Then what we do is we mix it up a little bit. Instead sometimes of playing the C, we go to an A minor. Okay, so what we do there, if we bar across the G, B and high E strings on the 5th fret, use your third finger on the 7th fret of the D string and thumb hooked round again on the low E string here on the 5th fret. Okay, so you just mix it up. You're going C, G, F, then A minor, G, F. And like I say, just have fun with the strumming now. I'm just showing you what's being played here. You can. You can just improvise with that. So I was just playing all down strokes. So you can just. That kind of thing. And then next we move into this sort of solo. Right, have a look now at the solo to Easily. Just quickly, before we go on a side note, where we get to after that chorus, after do that, you launch straight back into the verse. Launch straight back into the verse after that. So then you go into the chorus, and I think the chorus is played through twice. and then you go into this sort of mini sort of solo idea that John plays. So mainly coming from the high E string here. So you go 12, 10, 12 on the high E, and when you go to the 12 and the second time, bend up and down and land on the 10th fret of the high E. So 12, 10, bend up and down on the 12th fret, and then land on the 10th fret. Okay, then we go to the 8th fret, slide up quickly to the 10th, bend up, and then sort of a half bend on the 7th. Okay, then we go 8, 7, 8 on the high E with a full bend on the 8 there and down. Then we do a full bend on the 10th and down, hit the 7th, and then bend up. Okay, so that's sort of the solo. You have to be quite specific and exact with some of them bends, because if they're a bit out of place, then it's not going to sound right. So that's sort of like the mini solo idea. Okay, so the outro to Easily is mainly played over that, and there's basically a couple of layers of guitar going on here, but I'll just talk you through like basically what you can hear, because that's sort of what's coming through. That's what's resonating the most here. So if we go 15, 13, 12 on the high E, 13, 12, 13, 12 on the B, 12 on the high E, 13 on the B. So 15, 13, 12, 13, 12, 13, 12 on the B. Okay, so it moves it up a little bit here. So we're going 17, 15 on the high E, 17 on the B, 15 on the high E, 17 on the B, 15 on the B, 15 on the high E, 17 on the B, that's sort of what's coming through there. Just that's mainly what you can hear. And then John sort of improvised. You're just sort of improvising around with that sort of that scale there. So just giving you an idea of where I'm putting my fingers without getting too much into the theory here. If you use the 5th fret on the D string, 7th fret on the D string, on the G string you can use 4, 5, 7, 9, and on the 8th fret and the 10th fret you can use the B string. And just sort of just get used to just moving them notes around that I just showed you. So he plays that. That's the sort of the main melody we're getting. That kind of thing. So just have fun with that little solo from Easily. As I say, there's on the record there's about 2 or 3, I think maybe even 4 guitars going on at the same time, so you can sort of hear different things going on all at once. So that just gives you an idea. If you you can play that all the way through if you want, but you know, if you wanted to just mix it up, just mix it up with different notes and different ideas, and yeah, just have fun with that. And I hope you've enjoyed this lesson to Easily. It's giving you just all the parts you need. If you like, with all my lessons, it's not necessarily exact, but it just might help you if it was a song you wanted to learn. It just gives you sort of the tools and sort of ideas if you wanted to just have fun playing along with Easily. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I'll see you again soon.